Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Abigail. I'm a mum of a 5-month-old little boy called Oscar, and on this channel I make videos about motherhood and lifestyle, and I also do quite a lot of vlogging as well. So if that sounds like something that you'd like to stick around for, then hit the subscribe button, and if you like the video, make sure you remember to hit the thumbs up button at the end. So this video is going to be a short little video about if you're thinking about expressing your breast milk, maybe some tips and advice on how you can do that successfully, and also how to increase your milk supply, and also how to stop and slow down your milk supply as well. So my journey started in hospital, and I decided that I was going to express the breast milk after I had some difficulty actually trying to breastfeed. So the start, we hand expressed the colostrum and then fed that to Oscar through a syringe. You just hand express and then suck the droplets off your nipple with the syringe. Like, you know, like the syringes you go with the Calpol. That, and then feed your baby like that, the colostrum, in the first few days. And then after your milk starts coming in a couple of days later, the hospital have a electric pump which you can use. So they bring that around onto the ward and you can express your milk. That took about half an hour for both breasts to be emptied, and then I fed Oscar that milk through the bottle. Then when we got home, I bought this pump from Boots. It was $34.99 and it came with a bottle. It came with a bottle that was half the size of this one. These are the bigger bottles now. And yeah, I've had no problems with it. It's really comfortable to use. The only time I did get a little bit sore was at the start. And that was because I was trying to increase my milk supply, so I was pumping a lot more often. So that's how the journey started, yeah, I can't complain about anything really. The hospital staff were really nice when I was expressing there. They did keep obviously trying to get me to breastfeed, but I think you just have to stick to what you want and don't let anybody force you into doing anything you're not comfortable with. I did feel a bit pressurised to breastfeed, but I think after a couple of days and they saw how much that Oscar was still getting my breast milk, and I was determined with the expressing that they were happy with that. So in terms of equipment, like I said, I've bought this Avent, I think it's called a flower cushion hand pump, and it's just that bit on the top that's the actual pump. It all comes apart and goes in the steriliser, and then it comes with a bottle as well. Like I said, I think it was $34.99 from Boots. It takes me 10 minutes to express both breasts, and that's emptying them. I'm not sure how quick it would take now with an electric pump, but like I said, in hospital it was taking about half an hour. And there's no complaints really. When I was in the hospital, I thought, I'm definitely going to have to get an electric pump, and then I saw how expensive they were and I was worrying we wouldn't be able to afford it, and then about making the right choice, if I was getting a good one or if I was going to pay all that money and it wasn't going to be that great. So we decided to get that one first, and if it was good then we'd continue with that one, and if it didn't work out then we could always just buy the other one. But I never actually bought the electric pump because I've always been really happy with the with that hand pump. So if you want to increase your supply, I used a herb called fenugreek, and it was little tablets from Holland and Barrett, and I think it was like £7 or £8, and I took 2 in the morning with my breakfast, 2 at lunch with my dinner, 2 at lunch with my lunch, and then 2 at dinner with my dinner, and made sure I drank lots and lots of water, and I set an alarm on my phone every 3 hours. So every 3 hours I would fully empty both breasts, and then I think what happens, or from what I've read, is that when your breasts are empty, that sends a signal to your brain that they need to fill up again because your baby's drained them. So if you try to not let your breasts fill all the way up, because that is what sends them the signal to the brain to stop making the milk because your breasts are full. So if you want to increase your supply of your breast milk, then pump every 3 hours, fully draining both breasts, and try not to let them get full. And then after that, I was probably pumping about 40 to 50 ounces in a day, and that was more than what Oscar needed, so I was able then to freeze them in the freezer bags that I was buying from Asda. So that's how, if you want to increase your milk supply, that's exactly how I did it. It was really easy. It's not, you know, stressful. If you just stick at it, after like 2 or 3 days, then your breast milk supply does increase. And I only took those tablets for I think 2 to 4 days, and then I stopped taking them. Once your milk supply is increased and it's where you need it to be, then you could just stop taking those fenugreek tablets. And then the next thing I just wanted to talk about was decreasing and slowing down your milk supply. Because this is something that I really worried about, and I was really panicking that it was going to be really painful, and you know, because during when I was expressing, if I was out somewhere, or you know, something happened that I couldn't express there and then, my boobs used to hurt so much, and they used to be really painful when they were really full. So I was really panicking. I was thinking, oh my god, am I ever going to be able to stop? You know, it's always going to, this is going to be really painful. But it wasn't at all. Now Oscar is almost 6 months, and I've decided to stop using my breast milk now. He's on solid foods, and then he has follow-on milk when he has milk, and we're really happy with that. So if anyone's got any negative comments, please don't leave them below. I know breast milk is best, but I have done for almost 6 months, and that is the recommended guidelines from the NHS. You breastfeed for 6 months. So to slow down your breast milk supply, all you need to do is let your breast milk fill up, and then instead of fully draining them like you want to, when you want to increase your breast milk supply, you just take a little bit off. So you just take express a little bit from each side, just so they've gone down a little bit, so they're not so painful. So that's the first thing you need to do. And then the second thing you need to do is pump less often. So whereas you were pumping every 3 hours to increase your breast milk supply, maybe on the first day when you decide that you need to slow down and stop, maybe pump every 4 hours and then only take a little bit off. And then the next day maybe pump every 5 or 6 hours and only take a little bit off. And slowly but surely your breasts will stop making milk. And I had zero pain whatsoever. No pain, no swelling, no mastitis, no blocked ducts, nothing. And you know, it's really worked for us. I had no problems whatsoever. So if you've liked this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe because it helps my channel grow. And I will see you in the next video. I'm not quite sure what it'll be, probably a vlog. But I hope you like this video, and if you've got any advice or if you want to ask me any questions, then please make sure to leave them in the comment box and I'll definitely get back to you. See you soon, guys.